everyone, I've got a NYX haul to share with you today. Probably going to take 2 videos because I got so much new NYX Spring stuff to show you. A couple of good blush products from them, and then a couple more in my next video, a couple more highlight and strobing and contouring type things from them. I have on today the new NYX Cheek Contour Duo palette. There are a lot of really nice color combinations on this, but I got the one that's called Ginger and Pepper. It is sort of a brick red blush, and then you've got a matching highlight. So the blush is definitely a matte, and then the highlight is just not a real intense highlight. It's just sort of more like a contour color, not really a shimmer or a highlight like that. What I really like about, well, there's 2 things I really like about this set. One is that the 2 palettes are separated. So they're in 2 separate little metal pans. And so when you're trying to just use one color, you're not really running over into the other color real bad like you can with a lot of the ombre blushes and a lot of that sort of stuff. I really like the 2 separate little pans there. That really keeps it neat. Number 2, this stuff has stayed on all day. I just refreshed it a little bit. I've had it on for just hours and hours today and been outside and everything else. So I don't know why it's staying on so well, but it really, really is. I did refresh it just a little while ago just for the video so that you could maybe see the color a little bit better. But this has stayed on me better than any blush I have ever tried. Better than Urban Decay Afterglow, better than the Tarte Amazonian Clay blushes that are supposed to be 12 hours. I can never get a whole lot of wear out of any kind of blush. This is the long wearingest blush I've ever used. Very strange. Now, the packaging is very unique. Now, look at this. See, from the front, you just think, okay, those are just kind of embossed on there, the spikes, but they're really 3D spikes. It's kind of interesting. So, I'm probably going to get a couple more shades of this because I love the and intense pigmentation too, might I add. This red a little goes a long way on that. Just be really careful with it. This brick red, it's so pretty. Here it is on my finger, and here it is on my hand. It is, I mean, it's really intensely pigmented. That I just barely picked any up with that. And then here is the contour that goes with it. Sort of more of a gleam than a glisten, sort of highlighty. It really is more of a contouring tool for your brighter areas, the areas you want to brighten and not so much highlight shimmer. Want to get some more shades of it. There were a couple more combos that I really liked on this. So another new NYX for spring ombre blush. This one is called Nude to Me. So what this is ombre everything for spring. Aren't we just ombre crazy for spring? So this one is, you know, your typical ombre. You just fade down to a different color. This one is a very sort of an orangey peach. I don't know if I'm that crazy about this color combination. It is nude. It's called Nude to Me. But so I'll swatch the bottom where your more intense blush color is, and then I will swatch the top of it where your more highlighty color is. You know, it really is kind of pretty. So here's your blush and here's your highlight. Both of them are shiny, even the blush. Very unusual colored blush there. Not really a red, a spice color. A pumpkin spice is what it really looks like. Interesting color combination. I'm going to have to try that out, but first impression, I kind of like it. It's got a bit of a gold sheen to it, and then the top part, the highlighty part, is a little more champagne-y looking. You wouldn't think so looking at it. You'd think it'd be very gold. Lots of new cheek things out from NYX. In my next video, I'm going to be doing a review of their Strobe of Genius. It's a strobe kit or a strobe palette, strobing palette, and also their cream highlight and contour kit. A couple other things I got from NYX. This is their Full Throttle lipstick. It says it's waterproof. The color I got is called Kiss the Dust. Kiss the Dust. And you've got, you know, sort of a sample of the color right up there. I have that on right now. And this is definitely a very matte lipstick. and it's very comfortable to wear. So I put this on a couple of hours ago, and it's just staying so well. It's staying really well in place. I would say I probably should have done a lip liner on it, because it did sort of, I got some loss around the top edges up here after a couple of hours, but you don't really feel it on your lips very much. It's very matte. Still, if you do this, you feel a stickiness, but it is very just sitting there. You just really don't feel it on your lips. But it seems like it's a matte version of maybe those high intensity ones that they had. Those were a very glossy version of lipstick. So this is more, I think, of a matte line. So here's the color on my hand. What a pretty brown mauve. I really like this. It's matte, it doesn't feel drying, and it's very weightless on the lips. I really like this one. That's a real good sort of darker everyday color. Two more things I got from NYX. Intense Butter Gloss. I got 2 colors in that. This one is called Peanut Butter, and this other one is called Cinnamon Roll. So Peanut Butter, these are so amazing. Just the thickness of the product, the pigmentation of the product, the coverage of the product is just amazing. There's Peanut Butter. It's a really good nude. Of course, you have that fantastic smell, that vanilla cupcake smell. Wonderful. Look at the thickness on that. It's just wonderful coverage for your lips. This next one's called Cinnamon Roll. This one is very gray. I have to say, I don't know if I'm crazy about this one for the color. It has a lot of gray to it. Actually, it looks more like it has more pink to it on camera than in person. Comes out fairly gray on the lips. But Intense Butter Glosses, better than butter glosses because they're intense. There's just so much pigmentation and coverage there. Upcoming reviews, I've got more NYX for you, the Strobo Genius, the Cream Highlight and Contour Kit. I do have a Wet n Wild haul to go through with you guys. Wet n Wild has a bunch of new stuff out for spring, mostly ombre lips and ombre cheeks. Also, I want to try, I have not gotten around to trying this out yet, the Smashbox Photo Finish Primer Oil. So more to come. I'll see you next time. Lots more coming up.